Excellencies, Honorable Representative, ladies and gentlemen, the people of Yemen are living through a deeply complex crisis, the worst humanitarian crisis globally, and we must act urgently. The Yemeni people have been deprived of safety and security during the past 6 years of conflict. They have lost their houses and jobs. Basic services have almost completely collapsed. Since May last year, COVID-19 has spread rapidly across the country, where healthcare facilities were overwhelmed, understaffed, and unprepared to respond to a pandemic. This worsened the situation in Yemen further, even as the operating environment has deteriorated, making it difficult to ensure aid to deliver to those who needed it most and in accordance with humanitarian principles. When people are forced to flee their homes and cannot shelter in place or protect themselves through basic hygiene and social distancing during this pandemic, we must take urgent action to provide adequate housing and access to basic services. Improved shelter, water, and sanitation arrangements are needed to ensure privacy for women and adolescent girls and offer at least minimum protection against gender-based violence. Displacement itself creates additional risks due to poor and undignified living conditions, loss of privacy, and a loss of security. Protection challenges accumulate as people have often lost their official documents, including property and housing deeds. Women and children face additional protection threats as they go about their daily activities. During the past 6 years of conflict, more than 1 million people have returned from displacement sites. These returnees are now facing challenges to resume a normal life, not only because their houses and properties are damaged, but also because their basic services and job opportunities are limited. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, with many major cities severely destroyed, secondary and tertiary cities have become pots for reverse population movement as internally displaced person or IDP streams into them, seeking support. This influx is putting an additional burden on existing services and infrastructure which are already scarce or depleted. It is critical that we address these issues today. Through the generous support of donors, UN Habitat has been working in Yemen to provide adequate shelter and housing and improve access to water and sanitation and debris management. We are working to protect housing, land, and property rights and provide data and analysis of urban needs. We are working with the people of Yemen to develop urban recovery plans to stabilize and protect population at risk. UN Habitat is committed to expand its work in water, sanitation, and hygiene, or WASH, to reduce the risk of cholera, COVID-19, and other infectious diseases, shelter and housing as a priority to support sustainable return of displaced people. We join our voice to those speaking today. We must all do more to deliver life-saving and life-sustaining assistance with the resources needed to do so. Together, we continue to stand ready to help people live with dignity, protect infrastructure for basic needs, build back Yemen cities and communities, and support a better quality of life for all people of Yemen in alignment with the Sustainable Development Goals and the new urban agenda. Thank you to all.